All right, we are recording.
Yes. What's good, man?
Brittany,
Not the full name. You know it's serious when you gotta say the full
Brittany,
name. Yeah.
let's
We
get
have to
into it, man.
let's please, cause it's really crazy out here what's going on right now. So
All right, so let's just address it. All right, so
yes.
basically, anybody that watched the No Homo show, we were just talking about what was we actually talking about before?
We had we had royalty come on. She be doing reactions to different gossip, trending topics, just situations, but she mostly covers like straight shit. So we like, okay, she coming on our show. Let's cover some gay shit. You feel me? And
Mhm.
one of the topics that was trending at the time that we were filming it was about a couple who we don't know. But it was a couple that was out here allegedly scamming people. And Josiah had made a post about it. So we basically brought it up to royalty, like, what do you think about this situation? And then that connected to being like, oh, I've been scammed by an influencer is what you said.
Facts. First of all, I think even before that, I talked about like 15 years ago being scammed in Baltimore.
Yeah,
Remember, I was talking
facts.
about that, right? Because one thing about me, a cancer ain't gonna forget. Okay,
Okay. No, for real.
and especially
Anybody who
with
gets scammed is not gonna forget
yeah,
that they got
as you
scammed.
shouldn't. And
This
if
shit
you've
is
been,
triggering. Like,
and
yeah,
I don't care if you was scammed yesterday or 10 years ago.
you
If
never forget it, bro.
yeah, or like
You have
you,
like scam PTSD. Like,
hello,
no, for
hello.
real. Nobody likes getting scammed.
Okay, so the crazy thing is, when we was talking about that, I'm like, bruh, the crazy thing is, I was scammed. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And then I'm like, I don't want to get into it because I want to, because this was in 2021, which I stated, and I
Yeah.
was like, once we get into this, I want to like remember everything that happened in chronological order and all that,
Right.
But you was like, let's get into it. So
Mhm.
I gave the basis of the situation and basically said Ziggy scammed me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And to kind of we'll go into it. We're gonna go into the whole thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But to sum it up, like we did stock stuff in May of 2021. June of 2021, she was supposed to cash at me money. All right. She ain't saying nothing. She went ghost. And then in December, I hit her back up like, bruh, you forgot? No reply. So
So 6 months later, you hit her up.
from June to December,
Mhm.
there was no reply. And the thing is, I ain't one of those people to like blow you up every day. You
Right.
know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I hit you up. All right, shit sound fishy. I'm gonna follow up with you 6 months later. Nothing. All
Mhm.
right. So we find which we're going to get into detail on it. All right. So once we dropped it, Ziggy started crashing out.
Immediately.
Actually, before Ziggy started crashing out, bruh, I want to say 10 to 20 people have probably closer to the 20 end have
Yeah.
commented that they know somebody or they have been scammed too by her.
Mhm. No, no, no. She crashed out first. She
Okay.
crashed out first because the episode came out. That was Tuesday. She
Mhm.
started texting us on Wednesday before we even posted the solo clip. Before we even posted like screenshots of her threatening us. So she immediately on that Wednesday started crashing out, and then that's when I personally shared what she was texting me because my whole thing was like the violent shit is not necessary. Like we have the right to speak about whatever it is on our platform. And like you said earlier, like we share embarrassing stories about ourselves as well. And even during that little bit of a conversation where we did have it, like we was kind of like looking at the situation like, well, eXeL, what did you do? Could you have done this differently? Like it was never like, yo, today let's sit down and talk about Ziggy. It just
Yeah.
so happened that it was on brand for the topic and you have a story that relates to it and that show right to share your experience, bro. It's not on us to be carrying nobody's secret because at the end of the day, what's done in the dark gonna come to the light. So you upset with us because we talking about it, whether it happened 4 or 10 years ago, it happened. And if you didn't want it to get to where it would be public knowledge or us speaking on it, then you should have made it right because you
Right.
did have multiple time. You had 4 years and then you gave her 6 months when it even first fucking happened. And then after
Right.
that, it's been 4 years, and we never said nothing about it.
Right. And you posted screenshots of like 3 messages. I
Yeah,
had about 20 messages,
yeah, she was going
3
in, texting
3
you crazy
voice
shit.
messages of threats. Y'all, I maybe later on we'll talk more about that, but
Mhm,
I just want to say yes, that. And she also said like, yo, before y'all said something, you could have hit me directly.
mhm.
For what?
Right, right.
You didn't respond in June 2021. You didn't respond in December 2021. What am I hitting you up
Yeah,
for?
right.
Okay. And then also I want to address that she said, y'all done seen me a 4 times or whatever. I want to say this.
We haven't
So
seen you 4 times.
okay, so first of all, and because Brit is one of the very few people that knew this happened to me. All right.
Mhm,
So probably like the first 2 years, I was like, bruh, if I see her, I want to
mhm,
fight. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Like, just because, and y'all, I'm not no fighter. I don't fight. I don't be in drama and shit like that. But I was so angry. I was so angry that yes, if I seen you, I probably couldn't control myself. All right.
Mhm,
And then I haven't seen her since then. Then we had a pride this past year, and she pulled up with Easy
mhm.
with
To the Studs Atlanta.
Studs Atlanta, and this
Yeah.
is for our party, right? And you hit me like, yo, bruh, Easy want to come to the party, but Ziggy with her, and you
Mhm,
already know I don't fuck with Ziggy. But I'm a businesswoman. I'm not even that mad no more because what am I going? First of all, fighting you ain't going to get me no my money back.
right.
At one point, I was furious.
Mhm,
For real. Now I'm not that mad. And
yeah.
fighting you just not gonna get my money back. Like I'm not one of those. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying? And then as a business person, first of all, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. We know Easy popping. You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? And Easy had people that we actually fuck with her. This
Yeah.
is a good look for our party. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? And not to say nothing, but what we made that night is more than what you done scam me out of. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm like, cool, do what you do. I never went over to their section, never took a picture with them, never said nothing. I said what's up to Easy, but
Mhm.
this was, I think, off to the side. Never went over there. All
Yeah.
right. Because yo, I'm a businesswoman. Like,
Right.
I'm like, it's for me to be like, nah, fuck them. That
Right,
don't even
right.
make no sense.
Right. Because it
Like,
ain't got
cause
nothing to do with none of them. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. With Easy coming to our party, add value to the party. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just like if we show up to somebody's party, that's not going to do nothing but add value to your party.
Yeah, it's a
So,
good look. Yeah.
um, yeah. So this past year, yes, I seen her. Like I just said, what do I have to say to you?
Right.
You know I don't fuck with you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You know you scam me. So yeah, I don't have nothing to say to you. At one point, I was furious and I would have approached you.
Right.
I would have. You know what I'm saying? Now, bruh, I'm not even worried about it. I'm getting way more money. That I'm not gonna lie, that was a time. I mean, that was right around COVID, right?
Mhm.
So I wanted to go into that. So before we go into like the whole details, and this is serious. So before I go into details, I basically said, I had her trade in for I had stocks in Tesla
Mhm.
that I want to keep a Tesla. I think at this point, I forget, y'all, this was a while ago, but my stocks was like 200 each. And like 6 months to a year down the line, they was $600 each. You know what I'm saying? But all right, so at this point, I had $4,500 in Tesla. All right, I went back through my texts. I think my numbers was a little off when we were just talking about it because it was some years ago. All right, so I had 4,500 in Tesla. I talked to Ziggy on the phone. All right, I don't even want to go into that much detail right now because I want to break it down. But
Yeah.
basically, I gave her money to play with, and I also gave her an advance.
Mhm. In
When
advance to trade for you.
Yes, an
You
advance.
pay her to trade for you.
No, I didn't pay her to trade for
Okay,
me.
clear
So
that up
the
when you
all right,
say
so
in advance.
okay, so the advance was that, and this this communication was over the phone. Like, this is before like we even locked in or whatever. Basically, before she started making money for me, she wanted a profit of the money that she wanted her upfront profit. If she don't make that money, she would give it back to me. But she's like,
Thank
yo,
you.
I'm not just about to make you money and not have nothing up front. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So she
It was
basically was like, "Yo, I'm going to guarantee that you make this amount of money, but in order for me to start trading for you, you have to give me this amount of money right now."
Yes, but she didn't guarantee a certain amount. She would
Yeah.
I think we talked about like 20% of the profit made, but hey, this 3,000 is like to cushion, so you could keep playing with it once I get it. All right. So there's a few things I want to make clear. First of all, and I think we all heard this, right? Like, if you can't do somebody, like, let's say you got a business, right? And if
Mhm.
you can't do something great, like, let's say, Britt, you're not good at video editing, you
Yeah.
hire somebody to do that for you, or
Right.
like you get somebody smarter than you in certain things
Mhm.
to do it for you to make your business grow. All right.
Right.
And this mindset at that time did make me think, hey, if I can't trade that good, let me get somebody that can trade that good, because I seen her posting her wins.
Yeah, and I want to add real quick. I was in her trading group around this time before, I think before y'all even started talking. I was already in Ziggy's trading group where I was, paying like a monthly fee to be in there. And I already had experience with trading, so I kind of already went to the group like knowing how to trade on my own. But
Mhm.
her thing in the group was like she would be telling us what to grab and what to buy. So maybe I don't know if that was anything to do with like you trusted her a bit, because we did used to be around Ziggy.
Right.
I was already in her trading group, so maybe you was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go with somebody familiar because you probably trusted her.
Yes. So, and I did, and it wasn't like just somebody I know on social media. Like,
Right.
we've
Like
been
we know
around
her
her.
personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we threw a birthday for her or something.
Yes.
Or
We've been rocking with Ziggy for a minute, bro.
okay.
Yes.
So yes, that did build credibility for her. All
Yes.
right. And um and I want to just say, like, this was the first time. First of all, everybody had a couple dollars after COVID, all right? Especially in Atlanta,
Hello.
because Atlanta was the only place open. So
Yes, sir.
yes, y'all, I admit it was a dumb decision but my mentality was, um, if I can't do it, let me get somebody that knows how to do it.
Yes.
Okay. So I admit that now I also said on the No Homo show
Mm-hmm.
is that now I learned, don't gamble with nothing you don't know anything about.
Mm-hmm.
Don't gamble with shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. But um I want to make this clear. When people are like, yeah, so you gave her money to play with and now you're mad. This is the thing. I gave her the 3,000 to play with. I wouldn't have been the 3,000 in there. And let's
Mm-hmm.
just say, even if she kept the advance, let's just say she kept that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I was super mad about, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I was mad because me not giving her any permission and specifically saying, bro, I don't want you to touch my 4,500 in Tesla. You
Mm-hmm.
can play with this. Don't touch my Tesla. All
Right.
right. And then when I'll go into it, but when we started talking, she's like, yo, eXeL, let me trade that. I'm like, nah, if we do good for a few weeks, then we could talk about it. But do whatever you do, but just don't touch my Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we're gonna talk about it, but basically how she played me is she sold everything, and also said she was going to give me more money, my advance back, plus some, and all that. All right. But I do want I like when I talk about this, right? It's crazy because a lot of people don't want to talk about being scammed because they made a poor decision.
Right.
Two things can be true.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a poor decision because, yeah, you shouldn't just let people play with your money.
Mm-hmm.
Although there is money to be made in trading if you got the right person. I knew there wasn't no guarantee, but
Yeah.
I was never playing with that 4,500. I just want to make that clear. I was playing with the three. I had her playing with the 3,000.
Yeah.
So when we think about it, even let's just go to like the Diddy shit, right? When people are like, damn, Why are people coming out 10 years later? Right? Because first of all, they think they the only one. You kind of feel like, damn, when you look, when you're doing it, and somebody can speak good shit to you, like, yo, we're gonna make money. I can't wait. I've been taking everybody up. And
Yeah.
when they're only showing their gains,
Right.
now I can say I was naive.
Uh-huh.
That's Instagram for you. You don't never see motherfuckers losses.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker will show you they wins all the time, and even be capping. Could be edited in some shit. But you don't
Facts.
even think that deep to be like, damn, is that your car? Is that
Facts.
is did you really do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yes. But like how I was going back to the Diddy shit is like, when I said it, look how many people said that shit happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But some people are embarrassed. I think me, I wasn't embarrassed, but I felt guilty because after that happened, I felt like I made a dumb move.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I was a little bit upset at myself. So I kind of eventually took it as a loss on like, why would you do that? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You
But
live and you learn type of lesson.
yeah, it is what it is for real. And the thing is like, look how many people came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then not only that, but it's like, how do I say it? Like, now she's threatening us, right?
Yeah.
So it's like people don't want to say nothing because they might be afraid to be threatened.
That's what it
You,
is.
you, you're like you're threatening my life because you did me wrong and I talked about it.
Crazy.
That's insane.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And that will have a lot of people not saying shit.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to like that Diddy shit where people was like, yo, I was afraid he had so much power. Like, not for nothing. I was never afraid of nothing. But yeah, Ziggy had the clout. She has the
Right.
following. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So yeah, you don't want to make it look like your favorite influencer or whatever. You know what I mean? Miss look back at me.
Right.
All right. But no, but fuck all that. Like, and then I was talking to you about it, and a lot of people know, even from the No Homo show, like, where you be calling me Mr. Miyagi and shit, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I don't be wanting bad energy.
Right.
I don't, there's so much shit that happens to us, Britt, that we don't even talk about or expose
We never talk
because
about it.
just the energy it bring, right? But
Mhm.
then when we was talking, like you said some real shit, like, eXeL, this not your bad, this not, you're not giving bad energy. You're just exposing the bad shit people have done. And
Facts.
it's like, yo, I do have to balance that out of like, bruh, this, just because I'm bringing up something negative, it's not like I'm on some negative shit.
And
I'm
you
not.
being messy and da 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 da. Like that's another reason why people don't speak up, because for some reason when people get done wrong, it's like people automatically just start being like you the one in the wrong. It's the weirdest fucking thing, but we see it all the time. Like, not saying we like on these people level, but like think about Megan Thee Stallion. She said she got shot and people attacked her. What makes you even go to thinking that a person is lying and they saying that they got shot? So y'all not
Right.
worrying about the facts. Y'all just sitting here ready to try to be like, you're fucking lying. And the thing is too, with that whole mini conversation that we had, it was no energy like, yo, when I see Ziggy, it's on site. It was just literally, here's what happened. I took accountability. You said this on the clip. I took accountability. I see where I went wrong. This is what happened. We moved the fuck on. It was never even like this long, drawn out thing. It was never like, when I see you, I'm gonna catch you. So her to receive that, just us speaking, facts and you telling your truth and trying to twist it like we came for you or like we was threatening you, that was never even the energy neither. And that's
Yo,
why I was also thrown off, like, how you meeting us with violence and that kind of energy when all we did was just speak our truth. What it really is that it came to light. You feel me? And it came to light on a big platform with three people who have really big followings and who crowd really engages. And then it also brought on more people speaking up and actually saying, hey, I can attest. I went through something similar. Even people texting us personally, like big influencers have been texting us personally, talking about how they are also gone through something similar with Ziggy.
Bruh,
So
and the crazy thing is,
it's
even on that,
wild.
I respect where everybody's at, but I
Yeah,
can say that people, and I respect everybody's privacy, but people, like you said, big influencers that didn't comment when
yeah.
we posted it have personally texted us and like, bruh, she did the
So
same
many
exact
people.
thing.
And
You
then
know what I'm
people
saying?
like really out here. There are people out here that are actually upset allegedly about shit that she's done. You wasn't even given that energy, bro. So it was just weird that like, damn, you went that far to start threatening somebody's life all because you did them wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Brit, so like I literally said on the show, y'all, I still don't fuck with her. I
Hmm.
don't. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I literally said, but I read my Bible now, and what's for me gonna be for me, and I
Hmm.
trust God, and I'm gonna get that back 1,000 times,
Exactly.
which we have. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Well, let me do the math. Let me not say
Okay.
but
Okay.
but literally,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like literally said that, and I still feel like that. But
Hmm.
I don't care if you scanned me. Like I said from the beginning, this was in 2021. I never
You
said it
did.
like it was yesterday. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But who the fuck cares? Like
Right.
if I did somebody dirty 5 years ago, you still not gonna fuck with me unless like I made it right.
You ain't gonna never forget that shit.
What?
You ain't gonna never forget that
And the
shit.
crazy thing is, imagine how many more people that happened to within these last, you know what I mean, what, 4 or 5 years?
Bruh, somebody said they just went through something recently. And it's like you so worried about us, bro. You got other people that's really on your head. Like you said, you not even on that shit. It came up in the middle of a conversation. That's all we said about it. We moved on, went about our day. Honestly, didn't even expect her to react like this. You feel me? But the thing is, like, I used to be around Ziggy from time to time, and then I've just been following her for quite some time. So these crash outs are not anything that's new. And I think that's what everybody is saying, like, oh, well, she always, crashes out from time to time. And that's the more thing that's like, this shit is actually sad. You get what I'm saying? Like, because Ziggy is a public figure, and whether or whether not, like, she is somebody who in the community really did have a big reputation. Like, Ziggy was that person at one point in time. So it's kind of like when we be saying, like, when your idols become your rivals and shit like that, like, or don't meet the person that you look up to because you might find out who they really are in real life. Like, people don't
Hello?
understand how much stuff we experience on the regular, bruh. And we show so many people grace. Even when speaking on this shit on the episode, we still show her so much grace. We never came at it crazy. Like, yo, it was never given that type of energy. It was
Yo,
just
and
needed
you
to be
even
said.
said when you was in that group, you was like,
Yeah.
yo, I made some money. You
I
even
even
said,
said
hey,
that. Yeah.
you even said, hey, tell me if eXeL's wrong. You know what I mean? Like
We
you
was
would
discussing it like anything else we discussed on the show. It was never like we was trying to expose her. It just so happened that that's what the fuck happened. And you know what? The universe works that way, baby. That's why you got to do right by people. It
and we
don't
talk
matter if the
about that
shit,
shit
like
all
you
the
said,
time.
bro. You got to just do right by people, bro. Like, it don't matter. People be thinking that they can clean up their act and they can get their things together. In due time, you are always gonna get caught up for what the fuck you did to people if you did anybody wrong. And it's
That
not our fault that it just so happened to happen on our platform. It was not planned.
that's
It wasn't
crazy because
planned.
on that episode we was talking about karma.
It's
And
crazy. We did. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's
And
crazy.
like you said, what happened in dark comes to light. And it's
Yeah.
like, yo, um, nobody would crash out or feel defensive unless they believed it was true.
She ain't
You
even
know what
try
I'm
to like go, and I said that too early. Like, you ain't even try to go live. You ain't even try to, give your side of the story. You didn't even show your face, you know what I'm saying? And just like, hey yo, y'all know me. That ain't nothing out. You didn't even do anything. You didn't even hit us up on some like, hey yo, respectfully, like, take that down. You feel me? Like, I know what happened. Like, let's try to figure this out. Like, even if you would have maybe took that approach, we wouldn't even be having to continue to even talk about this shit. Cause honestly, it's annoying to even have to deal with, like you said, like, it's not even about being messy. Like, we going through like a person who's literally sending us death threats, talking about they want to unalive us, all because we spoke up on our show and told our side of a story that we really went through.
Yeah,
Like,
and
you can't get upset with people when they speak up about shit, bro. And that's what people do, bro. They try to instill fear in you so that you won't say things. Because the amount of people who sent me video, people have been making videos about Ziggy. the amount of links that I have of people. I think I got a post said about 124 weeks ago where a girl was giving her story about how Ziggy allegedly scammed her. It was another link that was from a time ago. People was on live talking about how she allegedly scammed her Big O family. Like, this is not a unknown thing, nor is it a thing where people have been exposing you. I think that because it hit this platform and because you feel like now you ain't gonna be able to get away with it no more, I think that really is what cut deep for you. Because now you like, well, I've done all I can do. I'm at wit's end. You feel me? And I take mental health real serious. So even her saying like, oh, I'ma unalive myself and unalive them, like, I don't take that shit lightly. I don't care if she do this shit every spring, fall, summer, winter. Don't bring that shit over here, bro, because I ain't even coming true like that. We
Yeah,
ain't say nothing crazy, bro. We just straight up told the truth, bro, and you salty about it. That's crazy to me.
yeah, nah. And then not for nothing, like for those people that do care about her, go check on your girl.
Go check on your
You know what I'm
people. Oh, I
saying?
do want to
Because
say something about that too. I do want to say that.
yeah,
So I definitely was hitting up people to see, yo, who is cool with Ziggy? Because when you're posting that kind of things to your story where the public can see it, bruh, that's a different type of crash out. Because now you talking about we ruined your image. You're kind of like validating everything by saying all these crazy things on your public story where like you're an artist. Like, this is your platform is like your business. So I start hitting up people like, hey, yo, reach out to her. See what's going on. Like, tell her we not on that. We just said what we said. We never gave that energy that it was we about to go to war for it. But best believe we gonna protect ourselves over here and do any and everything to make sure that our safety is prioritized, regardless of what you got going on. Because honestly, it seemed like this was only like maybe the cherry on top. Maybe you've been going through multiple different things, and this shit right here just really make you want to crash all the way out. Either way it go, keep me out of it. You feel me? Because I'm not on that type of time, bro. Like, we out here just trying to be honest people. We don't fuck with nobody, bro. We genuine ass people. That's why a lot of people was on our side and like kind of like shocked that she even coming at us when I just said, like, you got people out here that's really been looking for you, bro. We haven't seen Ziggy in years, bro. When she came to our party, bro, like you just said, she could have came up to you. If she wanted to clear up anything, she could have easily been like, hey, whatever, I don't know, but why would eXeL ever come to you when she's already catering to you even after you've done her wrong?
bro, I
What
have
more do a
nothing to.
motherfucker want?
What am I going to say? You got that three? You don't. You
You wasn't
don't.
getting that money back, bro, because if she wanted to give it back to you, she was to give it back to you, period. She never planned to give you back the money. Or
Yeah,
anybody else who she allegedly told she would pay back or she just need to hold this. She never had the plan of doing it. And that's where the scam comes in, bro. If somebody tell you one thing and they don't deliver on it, that's what makes a scam. That's what makes a finesse.
and then we gonna get into it, but I just want to clear all this shit up. And then how you talking about like how to identify a scammer? The thing is, they will drag it. They will drag
Yeah.
it. So like you try to stay in good standing, just in hopes that the money's
Right.
going to come.
Right.
I got you next week. Hit me up next week. Oh, they froze my account. Oh, they did this. I'm not about to like snap on you because I'm like, keep your cool.
Right.
Hopefully, just keep following up because you don't want. Now it's really all in her hands. I don't want to. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So yeah, and we're gonna get into it. But I also want to say like this is for everybody, y'all. It's getting spooky out there. Like this internet is making people look like they're living a reality that they aren't.
Mm.
And it's very easy to get tricked and deceived or even to want to glorify this person or to just like feel low about yourself cuz like damn why I ain't there.
Right.
A lot of times they're not there. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? And I mean, some people is really out there getting it, and that's dope. Like we all should strive to, right? But this internet is a facade, yo. It's not real. You know
Mm.
what I mean? And these people that do have these followings is very much easy, like to fall for the shits. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? And it's just like just in general, y'all, like, and we even talked about it on the show. If it's too good to be true, it's probably not. All
Right.
that, you know what I
Right.
mean? So it's just crazy that, like, when you speak up, the you're getting repercussions for just exposing somebody. You know what I'm saying?
That
And
is so
and
crazy.
the crazy thing, it's so ironic because even with royalty, when we just interviewed her, we was talking about,
Mhm,
hey, why do people go back and forth online and shit? And then royalty was saying like, yo, some people this is their only source. And the
mhm,
thing is, what she even said is like, with me and you, like, luckily it's not. And
mhm,
it took us so, like, me personally, you was like, hey, eXeL, whatever you want to do, we could do, as far
mhm,
as like addressing this or not. And for so long, I'm just like,
mhm.
bro, I don't want that negative energy.
Right.
But then it's not mine to have. You know what I'm
Right. That
saying?
part.
It's not mine to have. So,
That part.
um, do you kind of want to get into the details of like kind of how everything like in the order kind of transpired, as far as her saying she ain't scam me and shit?
Um, from when she first hit me up or hit you up?
No, no, from 2021, to kind of explain like
Yeah.
just there's just like a few little things I just want to point out.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, we're gonna put it on our Patreon because it's just some details, you know what I'm saying, that I just don't want to, you know, y'all get the gist of this shit. But let's get into it.